This is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Welcome back to a surprise episode. And you're going to be looking at your feed and you'll be like, oh, this is just a regular episode. It's just another one. Well, we didn't plan to do this, but I managed to have a little bit of free time, and there's a few things that we wanted to talk about before we go on our break. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Episode number 40. It's exciting times because, Tyler, I kind of shared it on the show, but you know more than they do. But there was a time where I moved here in September, this current house that has the Man Cave Studios, and we haven't had reliable internet for the whole time we've been here. Yeah. We've been having to use hotspots and things like that and whenever I had to do some things for work.
You ever seen
home.
that? You ever seen that show on MTV, Ridiculousness? That's what they were dealing with. Ridiculousness.
Such a weird tone there, but regardless,
it's true. Was it not ridiculousness?
But here's the bright side of this. We did finally get fiber internet, and let me tell you, when you go from using a hotspot to do anything on the internet, after a while, it's slow. It's like living in dial-up.
Imagine your router has the same amount of data as your phone.
Which, by the way, there are some people that
not much.
I get it. I don't have it that bad compared to most other things in the world.
We talked about this.
But at the end of the day, it is something. It is a utility, and it is something that I needed for work. It's something that I was going to need with our baby, with the monitors and what all the things that like. There's there's some other thing. There's a name for it that also kind of requires Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And so
a whole bunch of baby shit is all online.
I do have to go to a wedding this weekend, but What?
When the baby's on the way? Whose is it?
The baby's still not technically due for another week.
Oh, who's it?
It's
fine.
her coworker. But the thing is, other than I'm trying to make a point here, and then you made it weird. Like you were offended that I went to this wedding that you don't even know who the person is.
What the fuck? I mean,
anyway, I'm just excited because
this is the first I heard.
Shut up! I'm just excited because this weekend I'll have some free time, so I'll probably catch up on. There's a lot of shows I'm going to be catching up on. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Mostly probably Winning Time because I haven't watched that yet. And I know there's like 3 episodes out.
3.
So
4th coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know what time.
And it's perfect timing because Moon Knight is coming out
next Thursday.
Next week, so I'm set.
Well, good for you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, buddy.
Shut up!
Well, it's because
so mean.
If I don't yell at you to stop, you're going to keep going.
I was just about done, though. You know, I was literally at the tail end of my little comment.
It's my story, but you're like, let me interject.
I mean, I should be a part of everything.
You know what?
Duh.
I called you up. This is funny about this episode. I called him up the night before we're recording, and I said, hey, baby's not here yet, because it's really been a day-by-day process. And anybody that's parents, they know exactly what I'm talking about at this point in the pregnancy. And so I called him up, and I'm like, hey, I will have some free time. Do you want to try and well, actually, it was your idea to squeeze the episode in, because I was thinking of something else.
I figured we have a couple of banked episodes while we're going to be on a little break. But, you know, this will give us like an extra week.
There's just a couple of stories we really wanted to talk about.
There are.
And so that's why we're doing this episode. But it's just this whole process has been interesting. Going from marriage to buying a car to buying a house to having a child is a kind of a...
Jake's having a midlife crisis at 29.
No, I'm not even. It's not even that. It's just a time warp of like, because we've been together for so long and we talked about this for so long.
I know, I mean,
that now that it's finally happening,
I remember
it's
meeting
crazy.
you at the radio station, and I mean, we've been together now for 3 years.
No, Tyler, my wife.
Oh,
my wife. That's what I'm talking about. So,
I mean, I remember that first time I looked at you and I was like, RoboCop, and you were like, Total Recall, and I was like,
Also, we should point out,
and those strings swelled up. Yep.
See what I mean? If I don't say something, you're just gonna keep going.
No, because I said, "Yup." That was your cue to go ahead. I was done.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm just gonna keep going.
I was gonna say there will be some changes to the show when we come back from our little break.
It's gonna be about 90% me.
Like Tyler's long box is changing.
Ooh.
Because you and I talked about this, but just some other little changes are going to be happening. It's pretty fun.
We can't reveal them yet because we're not sure. We have some ideas, but they're going to change.
Fingers crossed, when we come back, we'll be able to have video, and we'll figure it out.
And again, it's going to be about 90% me, 10% of, okay, I'll be right back. Jake. I'll be right back. And me vamping the whole time. So we're gonna need to have like a written down rundown so that I can actually follow it. Because generally, you're the one who kind of guides the show.
My wife can watch the kid.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, you might be like, "I'll miss him so much. I'll be right back."
I can't even handle
5 minutes.
Being away from him for an hour. I can't do it. The school's gonna be rough for me. Though.
When the choice is between you and my son, who can't even talk and just burps and farts and shits and barfs,
Jesus,
it's my son.
That is true. I'm gonna be puked on a lot. Hey, it was like the start of my 20s. Anyway, let's get into the news. No, before that, we have a surprise to me. We got a little what's in my mouth. Tyler, what are we putting in our mouth?
Kit Kat ice cream. I was at the store, and I thought that looked really good for breakfast. So it's, what is it? What does it say on the box? It's chocolate and vanilla ice cream. What? Chocolate and vanilla.
And Waver Light ice creams with a wafer swirl and Kit Kat candy pieces.
I got candy piece.
Oh my God, that's so gross.
What? Great, it's great.
No, the ice cream's delicious. I'm saying we got to stop doing this because I hate ASMR and it's going to drive me crazy.
Sorry. Yeah. I got you.
No, I was doing it too. No, it's very good. Very, very good.
Okay, cool.
I was disappointed with the Little Debbie's ice cream.
Yeah.
Mostly because the oatmeal cream pie was just literally just vanilla ice cream with like oatmeal chunks in it, which was fine.
Back to the show.
Actually, you know what? The Cosmic Brownie was pretty good. But yeah, this is a good one. So, Matt Reeves. Well, during all the press for the Batman, I remember him doing an interview, and Ashley pointed it out to me that he talked about the Joker scene that was deleted. Because if you've seen the movie, spoilers, Joker...
He actually spoiled it. He spoiled it.
No, I'm saying that just the fact that Joker is in it.
Right, but he actually
but
during...
No, I know.
Okay. Go ahead.
If nobody had seen the movie out of context, would be like, oh, that was just a random scene that was cut out of this movie. You know what I mean? And somehow there's probably someone that hasn't seen this movie yet. But regardless, I don't know the dude's name, but the guy that played Druig in...
Barry Keoghan.
Thank you. That was Druig in Eternals. He is in this as the Joker. And an interesting take on the character. But I remember reading in an interview that they did shoot this scene that Reeves said that we cut it out of the movie. And then we finally get all these teases because if you see at the end of the movie, if you stay after the credits, there's like a quick flash of a website to go to, and you have to like solve all these riddles. And then finally they released the trailer to that scene. Tyler, you just watched it because I watched it yesterday when it dropped. So what did you think?
I'm wet. Yeah. Wow. I'm not like, I'll say this. As much as the Joker has been done to perfection, I mean, it's such a nuanced character, like the Batman. Like, okay, I'm first of all, I'm somebody who's talked a lot about, disparagingly about how many different iterations of the Batman and how
before this movie came out, you and I have had arguments on the show.
When it was, I think it was when it was. I can't remember when I started getting excited about it. I want to say when the first trailer dropped, and I was like, oh, because who wasn't?
Yeah, the one where he fucking, or the very first one, or the DC fandom one where he flips the car and it's like upside down and.
I think the very first. I don't know.
No, I think I was with you. The very first one I saw, I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I just remember just being like, "What the fuck?"
And
this
then that
looks
second
awesome.
trailer, I was like, "This looks incredible." And you know what? It was. I fucking love that movie.
But here's the thing about the reason why you can have so many iterations of Batman in live action is because he's such a nuanced character that you can do different takes on him and not.
Yeah.
You can still remain true to the character while nuancing different things. And the same is true of the Joker and the Penguin and the Riddler and all these other characters. And that's why they're such great characters, because they're easy. They're not easy to write for, but they're easy to take in different directions without ruining the character.
Great example. Penguin. I myself have experienced at least 4 different versions of Penguin. I've experienced the Jeff Johns Earth 1 Penguin, the Danny DeVito Penguin, the Penguin that's in the Batman Telltale game, and this Penguin. So, and that is a great example.
What about Burgess Meredith in the original series?
Oh, of course. 5. There's 5 different versions. 6, because Penguin in the Batman Arkham games.
Did you know? This is interesting, too. Go ahead.
But anyway, yeah. So I feel weird about it because I think it's a good scene in a sense that I don't hate. You just said his fucking name,
Burgess Meredith.
I don't hate his performance. I think it's an interesting take.
What was the first live action? Are you talking about the
no,
one?
Sorry, no.
the latest
I'm talking
one.
about the deleted scene.
Barry Keoghan.
Yes, Barry Keoghan. I was like, wait a minute. It was an interesting take on Joker.
Yes.
And it was something a little different because it was like it felt like it was a little bit of a blend of Heath's and his own kind of spin on it. And yeah, really fucking ugly design. And I kind of love it. I kind of love it.
Me too, but here okay, so here's some real interesting facts that a lot of people don't know. At the time of the Batman original series on TV, the Batman series, like, he had no rogues. Okay, Professor Zero was Mr. Freeze. Okay, and he appeared like 10 years earlier and hadn't been seen since. The Joker hadn't been seen in months.
They rewrote his character.
The Penguin hadn't been seen in months. When they started that show, the comic writers, we talk about how a lot of the comics are influenced by these MCU, and whatnot, and that's true.
They've always been that way.
But it's always been that way. And here's the thing: we actually have that campy ass show to thank for all of the rogues that we have in Batman's Villains Gallery now, because they reintroduced and breathed life into those crazy, super villains, those arch nemesis that he had.
Yeah, and you don't have,
and they started showing up back up in the comics again.
Yeah, it is kind of cool to see those characters get redemption.
Yeah. Burgess Meredith really is why the Penguin is the Penguin. That we are like, oh, Colin Farrell's take on that is different.
That's the thing too about that is now we're getting a Penguin HBO Max show, which we knew about, but we're getting that. We're getting a Riddler prequel comic book. Now they're releasing this deleted scene. It's like they are still, and I think it's because maybe it's because they're opening in another market, because they did not do well in China, but overall this movie's fucking making hand over fist.
Yeah.
But it just seems so weird that DC is so gung ho on the Matt Reeves Batman, and they're doing all of this without official.
We talked about this.
Well, this is the thing. This is their way. This is how these companies do things now, and Marvel and DC, where it's like, we're not going to announce a sequel, but we're going to make it almost required viewing to. That's not the case with the MCU shows. I think you could probably watch those and be fine, whatever.
Well, no.
But I'm just saying with what I think they might be trying to do with the Batman is, if you want to get more on Penguin, where he might show up in the sequel, you should watch this show.
Right.
Or you should watch... But if it's done in a supplemental way of like... Because they're doing the Arkham series, so I'm wondering if that's going to be like a... what's the phrase where it's not linear? It's like self-contained seasons. But there's a name for it. Anthology.
Okay. My issue with all of this is
gonna drive me crazy if I didn't get that.
Stop announcing stuff. Stop it. We got a Green Lantern series greenlit and announced. We still haven't heard shit about it. We've known about the goddamn Flash movie for 10 years now, and I don't give a shit anymore.
2014, that movie
I
was
don't
announced.
give a flying fuck anymore. I don't care. I just don't. I'll go see it probably, but I just don't. Stop announcing shit. Hey, the Batman's doing really well. Let's announce like 18 different tie-in comic books and series that are probably maybe 3 will actually happen.
But and this is
And then you're just pissing us fans off because you're like, oh, cool, but then nothing comes of it. Stop it.
that's the problem. Is
We don't need announcements. In fact, it's really irritating.
It's an interesting world. That's the problem. I want to read
Yes.
that. I want to read that book. I
Sure,
want to watch that show.
but don't announce a bunch of shit that you're not going to go through
I
with.
just think it's ironic because Matt Reeves said he wouldn't do a Marvel movie because he doesn't understand. He just said he couldn't work in that universe. He feels like
I get it.
he's like it's just overwhelming to him. But at the same time,
I think that's
then
why
his bosses are like, yeah, but let's do a prequel comic. Let's do 2 HBO Max shows and not really officially announce a sequel, but it's a guarantee at this point.
Yeah, come on.
They're probably. I would not be surprised within a week or two they announce the Catwoman spinoff movie. I feel like that's the next step. I think it's going to be Catwoman's. It's going to be the HBO Max shows, Catwoman, the Batman 2.
Just stop biting off more than you can chew.
Which is
remember when the MCU was doing that? Remember when they announced like
they would do 2 movies a year, dude.
No,
And they're doing
remember
that
when
right
they
now.
announced Phase 2 and then Phase 3 and like they all changed. Like there
Oh,
was
yeah.
going to be a fucking Inhumans movie.
Yeah.
And yeah,
If you
remember
if
that.
you could take you should go back and watch that video. Yeah, I think it was.
You can find
was
screenshots
this,
online.
Wasn't this like right after Ultron or right before Ultron? Like
I think
Age
it
of
was
Ultron?
before Ultron.
But yeah, they had that huge roadmap, and people referenced that. Yeah, what you said, and how much that's changed.
Oh my God,
And
yes.
so I don't think there's these theories that they were going.
There was a new Warriors TV show that never happened. Anna Kendrick actually did test footage as Squirrel Girl.
Yeah. Well, and like
Nothing happened.
And like you said, they've been developing even when they started talking about DC Universe and stuff like that. DC announced a long time ago that they were going to do a Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, buddy cop, like lethal. I was calling it Lethal Lanterns, but Lethal Weapon style Green Lantern Corps. Which, by the way, sounds fucking rad.
Awesome.
I would watch
Give
the
it
shit
to
out
me.
of that.
Give it to me.
And they announced that like it feels like a decade ago. And you and I had this conversation.
Yes.
It's like they're It's been.
We might have
it's
had
been
this
all-
conversation on fucking tinfoil radio, actually. We might have. We might have been like, hey, that's because we used to talk about comics and stuff on that show
well,
occasionally.
it's like.
I remember we were both really excited about
for
it.
whatever reason, they are afraid to go back to a live action Green Lantern. It's like they got burned by the Ryan Reynolds movie, and it's like to be on to that movie's defense, it's not a good movie.
No.
But there are redeeming moments in that movie.
It's just, we've talked about this off air,
I
too.
don't think there's a good movie buried in there. I just
No,
think there's
no.
moments, good moments.
You and I have talked about this, too. There's... I've tried watching it several times since I saw it in the theaters the whole way through, which is the only time I've ever seen it the whole way through. We should do a commentary, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
But I remember every time that I've tried to watch that movie, and I've literally given it my all. You know what, though? You know what sucks? I couldn't even tell you what sucks about it. We've talked about this off here. There's just something about it, but I can't make it past like 15 minutes.
I think
If you make it to the point where he makes a car race around like the whole...
Oh my God, I totally forgot about the Hot Wheels part.
Yes. See, that's like a half an hour in.
But see,
If you can make it that far, you might as well finish it.
I think like
But I can't even make it that far,
for whatever reason that movie felt like it and people have said this about Venom, and people have said this already about Morbius. It feels like that movie fell through a wormhole and like came out right after Batman and Robin, but somehow released in 2011.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was so campy. And I think that's what hurt it. Is it because it had
like I said, it's hard to explain because Reynolds is great.
Tonally, it is so up and down because
Yeah.
it tries to it takes itself serious when it goes to Oa and deals with the Guardians and like the mythos,
Right.
the mythology of all of it. But then at the same time, you're making
No,
you're
Reynolds-
making a fucking racetrack with
Right,
Hot Wheels.
Reynolds is suitably,
And when he puts on the ring, he flips off. By the way, Taika Waititi's in that movie. Do you know that?
who is he?
He's his sidekick.
Oh yeah, no, we knew that.
I know, but it's so long ago.
That's where he got the shake weight that appeared in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I remember. I think we talked about this.
Anyway, yeah.
But he suitably plays, the way he's supposed to. He's a good actor. He knows what he's supposed to do. But I think if you're gonna make a movie with Ryan Reynolds, I think it's really important that you make him part of the decision-making process at all levels. And I don't think that happened here. I think he was tapped to play it. He didn't really have much input into how it was or whatever.
No, yeah.
And that's why Deadpool 1 and 2 have been so successful.
Because he had creative input.
Exactly, because he's not stupid. And he knows these comic characters better than a lot of fans do. Nobody else, I don't think, could make a Deadpool movie as good. Or even pull it off.
I'm a little worried now because I know that Deadpool 3 has gotten a director. It's Sean Levy.
Yeah, the guy who...
Free Guy.
Right. Okay, so that's good.
And didn't he just do the Atom Project with him?
I have no idea.
I have not watched the Atom
But
Project
that's good.
yet.
Continuity.
Okay.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know. For me, as someone who loves the character of Deadpool, I don't think I'd want to see him in a solo movie again. I think I'd rather. I don't know. They haven't even announced a date, a script, or anything.
No,
for this movie.
there's rumors of
but they said
pre-production.
it is what they want to do.
Yeah.
And clearly Disney is willing to put more mature things on Disney Plus now.
I'll tell you right now. Keep your thought in mind because I'm willing to bet Disney Plus has a whole roadmap behind the scenes of how the mutants are going to come in, and it includes Deadpool and everything. But they're being
they've already introduced Cable, so it's possible.
In the Deadpool movies, though, I'm saying like.
Yeah.
When he gets integrated into the MCU, that's going to be a part of the mutants coming into the MCU. And they're being very hush-hush about it. Don't be surprised if after Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we get a whole slew of announcements. Oh, yeah. Guess what's coming out next year? Wolverine.
Well, I mean, why else would you have Patrick Stewart in it? And
I'm thinking, and McAvoy just talked about it now.
Did you see the rumor that that at the end of the movie, the dude who played Mr. Fantastic is going to be there as the last surviving member of the Illuminati?
No.
And which good on you, Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you for stealing a conspiracy name and being like, you know what, fuck it, we'll name the smartest people in our universe are the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea is that he shows up and that sets up Fantastic Four. Like I guess it's I don't know. I don't buy it because I think that it's like what we talked about. It's that situation of announcing shit. I think Fantastic Four doesn't even have a script yet.
No, it doesn't.
No way is that movie anywhere close to pre-production.
Can I just real quick about? Go ahead, finish.
Finish
him.
Going back to the Deadpool
So
thing, I would much rather see Deadpool in a team up movie or
like an X-Force.
I would a legit X-Force movie and not just. Which, by the way,
you have Domino, Cable, and Deadpool.
Arguably, the funniest fucking joke in the movie was the X-Force bit. So I'm fine, but
I do have a problem with them killing off so many integral characters during that scene.
Though.
It is funny, but now Shatterstar's gone.
Who fucking cares? They're just gonna reboot it anyway.
All right.
Why do you care about this? You know what they've done?
I grew up with those comics, asshole. What do I care about? Shut up.
You know what? We're in the
God.
We're in the multiverse now. So now we're like the comics, and your characters never die. Fucking bitch. No, I'm kidding.
We're getting really aggressive.
I don't know why.
What the fuck is going on here? No, but okay.
What were we even talking about? The Joker. We're talking about the Joker scene.
Let's remember we have but fuck it, because this is a special episode.
Well, I want to wrap that.
We have Deadpool X. We have Deadpool Cable.
I don't want to talk about Deadpool anymore. He sucks.
Why don't you just go ahead with the show then? Where are we going next?
Who else would you put in the X-Force?
I'm saying, like, you have three of them. You got Deadpool, Cable, and Domino.
This is where I'm showing my how little I know about the mutants, because I couldn't
Well,
tell
there's
you
been
any,
many iterations
you could
of
bring back
X-Force.
Colossus.
The original, well, he's X-Men, yes,
Yeah,
but
you could bring him back in this movie because clearly they only know how to use him in the Deadpool
I
movies.
guess, which is not even correct, by the way.
What?
No.
Yes, it is.
Colossus is not that much of a giant pussy in the fucking comics, okay? He's not.
It's adaptation.
He's moral. He's moral.
I wanna
He has a moral center, but he's not like, oh, you can't swear. Shut up.
I want to talk more about the Joker scene.
That's fine. I thought it was okay. That's it. That's my take on it.
Jesus. What?
I don't like the grotesquerie. What's going on with that? I don't like it. I mean,
I like it.
It lent itself a terrifying quality, and certainly it's sinister and everything, but I mean, I'm not saying he needed the prosthetics to be sinister, because his voice is just fine, but, what are you going to do with that in the future?
I think they're leaning into more of the Scott Snyder
Whatever.
Batman. So they want a more like grotesque looking Joker.
Whatever.
I mean, they're not going to cut his face off like in the
That'd
comics.
be fucking badass, though.
That would get you a hard R right there. There's no way you could keep that into PG-13.
I got a hard R right here.
Oh, wow. Wait,
After seeing that Joker scene.
Is that what you call your dick, the hard R?
Yep.
Because it's dirty.
What?
Dirty digging. Dirty digging with Tyler. Anyway, so my take.
Pause it for a second.
What?
Because just pause it.
I think it was I think it just furthers my belief that Pattinson's a great Batman because he's amazing in this scene.
Yeah, but wasn't it just Clarice and fucking Hannibal?
No, that's exactly what Matt Reeves said in the interview. That was the inspiration for it.
Yeah, well,
and the reason
a little too on.
And the reason it's cut is the reason why I think it should have been, and I'm glad it is, because it undermines Batman in this movie.
A little bit.
So it takes away his ability to be a detective by making Joker spell it out for him.
You actually said he actually.
But it's a good scene.
Before I watched it, Jake was telling me he's like, I'm glad it was a deleted scene, and the reason why I agree with that is because if I had been watching that movie and that scene happened, I might have giggled. I might have chuckled.
Yeah.
I might have been like, really? I might have been.
Because even in the little bit that he is in the movie,
it's just
you're like,
it's the whole given the shoving the documents through the little keyhole thing. It's the system that he passes the documents to him.
Yeah.
Chunk, What is that called?
I know. I don't know.
Anyway, but it's that is so reminiscent of the fucking Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
That I would have been laughing like that's comical almost.
Yeah.
Seeing it out of context, I still get that, but I'm not laughing. I'm like, okay, I see the inspiration, but I'm more concentrating on the scene. So I agree. I'm glad it was deleted because I might have been like, well, it was great up until then.
Yeah.
And then it was comical.
Well, it was interesting nonetheless. I think, and I've had people go up and down on the spectrum of his performance. Whatever. I think narratively it makes a lot of sense to cut it, and I'm glad they did. But it was cool, and it's an interesting way to keep. Again, showing things without actually saying them. Like, we know for a fact there's going to be another Batman movie from Matt Reeves, but I hope it isn't a Joker movie. We've seen enough of Joker. I would love to see, and we talked about redemptive characters. I want to see, because I love Mr. Freeze so much, I want to see his redemption. And nothing against Arnie. I love the dude. But that is probably the cheesiest, hokiest fucking movie I've ever seen is Batman and Robin. But
Freeze.
So talking about movies that fell through a time warp like Green Lantern, which is what the segue was supposed to be, but here we are. Speaking of things that should be deleted, like that scene, Morbius should be deleted from existence.
So we already had multiple delays and reshoots, right?
Right. A movie that is a Spider-Man, like a fucking C-list Spider-Man villain. Like, I don't think most people know who Morbius is unless they were a kid in the 90s.
They had when they did the Midnight Suns. I've told you about this. Like for like 5 summers in a row, what they would do is they would do a couple of regular titles. They would speed up to 2 every 2 weeks. So you'd get like 6 issues during the summer of like Captain America or X-Men or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they would always have like little side stories in the back, like a 5-page, side story, and those all connected to each other and whatnot. And then they would introduce like 5 new titles. That's where the New Warriors, the New Warriors, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Jim Valentino, Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch, the Morbius, they had a Sons of Vengeance or Midnight Suns comic book. But they introduced all of these different characters, Speedball, and Darkhawk and whatnot. But they introduced all of these new characters, and one of them was Morbius. And it wasn't that good of a book. I'd stopped kind of collecting comics by then. But
I only knew him from the cartoon.
Yeah.
And in the cartoon, he was not allowed to be like a regular vampire because they didn't want him biting people.
Right.
So he had fucking suckers on his hands.
Did you know that
even grosser?
In the comic books, he actually Spider-Man at one point had 6 arms.
Yeah.
And
it was also in the cartoon.
That's when Morbius is introduced. Is that when he's introduced in the cartoon? Because that's when he was introduced in the comic books.
Yeah, because he turns into a spider in the cartoon.
Well, he went down. He reached out to Kurt Connors, who was not the Lizard at the time.
Yeah.
And said, "Hey, man, little help."
Yeah, he grew 2 arms on each side.
And he's like, because he was trying to take away his own powers or some shit. And he's like, "Yeah, I have a place down in the Everglades, like a secluded cabin. It's got all this lab equipment and shit. You can go down there and spend as much time as you need." Mm-hmm. So he went down there, and Morbius in the comics, I can't remember how he shows up, but that's when he's introduced, and he's just boring. I mean,
yeah,
kind of a stupid character.
Yeah, and
why would you want to make a whole movie about him?
Nope. Like I kind of dug the first trailer.
Yeah.
And then every trailer after that is like, I don't give 2 shits about this movie.
And now it's been delayed again, right?
Well, yeah, and I was probably going to see it in the theater for the show, but because they moved the date to April 1st, I might have a baby at that point. So
sorry, assholes.
So, not even that. It's just like, that's a perfect...
Baby Williams comes first.
That's a great excuse not to see this movie in the theater. And
As
based on what we've heard right now, it's a movie that a lot of people are probably going to avoid. I saw there's a whole complaint that people were misled by the trailers.
Wow.
That this movie that they're seeing isn't really anything like the trailers, or in a sense that I think it was very misleading on where it is in the MCU Sony
because Leto
situation.
keeps saying that it's definitely in the MCU, but the MCU hasn't said so. In fact, the silence is deafening, actually.
And I'm pretty sure it came out like maybe last week or something, but it definitely came out that it's in the Sonyverse.
If they cared, Marvel would at least say no. But they don't even care. It's like it's like they're at a press junket and they're like, "Excuse me, Mr. Feige, just had a question over here. Is Morbius in the MCU?" And Feige's just looking at him like,
"This movie."
No, he's not saying anything. and the guy's like, Mr. Feige, and he's like, "I heard you. Next question."
Also,
they don't even give a shit.
It also doesn't help that this movie has been delayed over 2 years. Like, nobody cares.
No.
And you know what? At that point, they should have just released it on streaming. They should have just optioned it off to HBO Max or Disney or somebody, and maybe they couldn't make any money that way. I don't know. I just think that it's.
What's Sony's streaming platform again?
I understand I'm part of the problem here because I saw Venom and I saw Venom 2, both in theaters. I have one of them on Blu-ray. I'm going to get the other one on Blu-ray.
We actually talked about this.
That's a different situation for me because I actually like Venom and I think Venom can actually work on his own as a character. Morbius can't because Morbius is just it's a vampire thing. And the appealing part of it was he was a vampire villain in a Spider-Man book.
But you know what sucks about this is it's going to fucking put the kibosh on what looks like a really cool Kraven the Hunter movie.
I'm fine with that.
Right.
Fuck that.
Really?
Fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck the Madam Web shit. If you're Sony, Sony, wake up. You and Marvel have both and made an agreement with each other that there's a multiverse. So you can make another fucking Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield if you wanted. Make it The Amazing Spider-Man 3, and people would go see it and understand it because you just laid the ground rules of there are multiple Spider-Men. There's Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse shit that's animated, but there's also the Tobey Spider-Man, the Andrew Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Do that! Stop doing these fucking villain movies, dude. Yeah. They're not worth your time. Why should I give two shits about a Kraven the Hunter movie?
Because Venom did well. That's how executives
think.
That
because Venom, a character that was already popular and has existed on his own before, had mini-series. I mean, they weren't great comic books, but Donny Cates reignited interest in the character, and so that, and that's also because Marvel Publishing pushed Venom super hard from like around the time when that first movie came out, from 2018 to 2020, with they had a giant the Venom, everything was, they had all this Venom, they had the Venom variant covers, they had
almost every Lego set for 2 years was
King in Black was a fucking whole Marvel Universe event.
The Venomized T-Rex from Old Man Logan.
You don't see any of that shit for Morbius, so clearly they don't even have confidence in that movie.
And dude, I actually bought a set, a Spider-Man set. They had so many just Venom variations, and I bought a Spider-Man set that had a Venomized Iron Man minifigure. Yeah. What?
But that's what I'm saying. Venom has been pushed so much as his own character.
Well, he's a good character. He's not, and that's the difference between him and Morbius. Morbius is a shit character.
I like those two movies. I get how people hate them. They're not perfect movies. But I looked at...
We had fun.
I had fun with it, but it's also, again, I have a little bias because I love that character. But the thing with this, I know that were you interested in the Kraven the Hunter movie?
I would go see it because I was reading comics when the Last Hunt
Aaron
came
Taylor
out,
Johnson is a weird choice.
And that was a crazy fucking, when you're that age and you generally read Spider-Man comic books and they're not that dark.
Or just
that was a fucking crazy 6-issue. Wow. It wasn't 6, it was a lot, but man.
Or just do Kraven's Last Hunt then. Just do that movie. Just make that movie. People would love that movie. Yeah, he wouldn't be in black suit like in the comics, but you could still do that movie. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I told you were kind of surprised because I'm the one that loves these trash movies, but it's what people have said. It feels like it fell out of it was made in 2005 and we're in 2022 and the superhero landscape is different now. And I don't know, maybe I can watch it and enjoy it for the campiness of it like I could Venom, but it's not a movie. They should have just released it to streaming.
Morbius is such a confusing character too in the comics. Like, it's never really clearly defined like what his powers are.
Can he be in sunlight? Is that what they? Because
I don't remember.
There was that thing about him being in the sunlight. Jake, that's why he's a living vampire.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know, and I also don't care.
Why the fuck were they talking about making a Madam Web movie? Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Why? Just make Spider-Man movies.
Do you have a bunch of people clamoring for a Madam Web backstories?
Why is this Spider-Man studio not making Spider-Man movies?
Right? Hello, fuck faces.
Yeah, I
fucking dildos.
It sucks. I do live by the mantra.
They should make it Spider-Man 2099 animated series. That'd be fucking kick-ass.
I do live by the mantra of I don't want a movie to be bad. I don't. But I can also see writing on the wall. And like I said, when a movie's been delayed 2 years, and yes, obviously it's COVID, but look how fucking fast they were to hit the trigger when there's a little bit of the...
So what's the Flash's excuse?
When the Omicron variant was going around,
sure,
how quickly they were like, oh, no, we're pushing it to fucking April. April 1st.
Hey, so what's the excuse for the Flash movie? Because I mean,
DC never really said why they moved all their movies.
Now they're saying like, hey,
Warner Brothers, I guess.
It's just been delayed again because of COVID, which for the last 2 years has been the case. But again, we talked about this earlier. The fucking movie was announced in 2014, wasn't it? So what happened in the 6 years before COVID or whatever?
It's the same thing that a lot of video game companies run into as well, where they build this hype machine for a video game that's still like 2 years out or whatever. Like, great example. I can't clear my freaking throat.
It's gross.
No, and I even drank some water too. But we just did the RoboCop commentary for one of our break episodes, and I didn't mention this there, but they did announce a video game for RoboCop, and I was excited. But they released a 15-second teaser last summer, and the game isn't scheduled for 2023. So I was like, why did you show me a 15-second clip of something that probably isn't even the game, and it's still 2 years out? You know how? Okay, you remember? Okay, so just make okay. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
A video game, movie, whatever. For me, I think the perfect time frame is 6 months.
Perfect.
You announce it in 6 months. 5 or 6 months. Because a great example, perfect example.
You could give me a year when you're doing pre-production.
Perfect example. You could not even that. Don't even. You can announce things in advance, sure, but don't tell me anything about it until But Fallout 4, that was a game where Fallout 3 came out in 2008, right?
Yeah.
And it's 2015, and this game gets announced in June.
Okay.
And they have just a little teaser trailer, and it gets announced in June. Then they do some stuff at E3 to show it off, which you could do a Comic-Con or something.
Yeah.
And then they announced it was coming out in November.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Announce it.
Well, that's a game.
I
was talking about movies, sorry.
No, but you could do the same thing okay, movies do operate a little bit differently, you're right, because these are publicly traded companies and they have to announce things. And that's sure. But I'm saying, for me, it's more interesting if a movie comes along and says, here's a teaser, here's a logo, 6 months.
Sure.
And I know I guess you can't necessarily do that with movies, but I would prefer to see something like that.
So, in my own personal life, very prescient and very similar situations. Last year, I had the original artwork for my Inner Satellite cover album for I think 2 months before I finally released the album, and I so wanted to show it off, so bad. You know what I mean? I just wanted to. But you know what? I didn't say, hey, I have something, but I'm not going to show it to you. You know what I mean? I released it when it was time. So there's something that. But also,
I'm a hypocrite because I had the same problem.
Yeah, geez. This week. Oblivion.
What, Death of a Friendship?
Yeah, that's
You mean our new dual
Yeah, I don't
single?
know. Yeah. Those are more for us.
Check it out on Spotify.
Yeah, okay.
More for us? Who fucking cares? I don't give a shit.
I meant
about
more money for us, man.
Oh,
more
sorry.
money. No, but Oblivion. When I recorded the demo track, honestly, you could have probably released that, and it's good enough, right? But
sure.
I wanted to. I did send it to one or two people that I wanted to get their ideas about, and their feedback. But honestly, I knew that I couldn't release it to anybody else until it was finished.
Yeah. No, and for me.
So I know you got this great 15-second clip of RoboCop shit. But I also know that you're not going to release it for at least a year.
Yeah.
So keep that 15 fucking seconds out of your fucking ass.
And then, you know what? Put that 15 seconds
was the whole point.
Into a 20-minute gameplay video I could watch on YouTube and get me excited for your game.
After all of that, that's what I was trying to get at, is save that 15 seconds, man. I know you want to. I know you're dude, look at what we got. It's that's great. But fuck you.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about, for me, the creative process is sharing it with everybody, getting their opinions, and then trying to either leave it and be okay, that's your interpretation of it. Because I'm learning that whether
He treats his creative things like perishable items, and I don't.
yeah,
You feel like you got to get them out
you're the
before they rot
You're
or
the
something.
guy in the video game that like has your giant inventory is full to fight the final boss.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm the dude that's just going in with like a fucking handgun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
I remember, I remember as some buddies were playing BioShock Infinite when it first came out, and they're like, "How do you have so little health?" And I'm like, "You can get more health." Like I just. Because I was so engrossed by the story, I kind of just. But that's just who I am. I'm the kind of, and that's how I. And you're right. That's how I treat the creative process. Is that's part of it for me, and I'm learning whether it's writing music or writing or anything else. For me, it's I get more out of it by just releasing it.
Yeah, no, and that's totally fine. And you and I are getting some of the best traits from each other as well as the worst. But one great example is my first album. Is how much more I probably was ready to spend another 6 weeks on that fucking thing. And it honestly, like, if you were there to kind of say, hey, it's fine, which I still listen to it and go, I wish I would have done this or that. But whatever.
I've gotten better about that, about being honest with you.
Right, but I'm saying like that was a good push because I'm not like that. And it was good that kind of what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? That sense of urgency that you have. I like it, and I'm the same way. I want to release it, but I also want to make sure that it's perfect because I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah, and I have to, and it's hard for me.
My perfectionism is kind of rubbing off on you, and your sense of urgency is rubbing off on me, and it's good. It's good for us.
Yeah, but at the same time, you do have a point that you have to go through a couple of drafts.
Yes.
Before it's ready to go.
Yeah, and I had by that point. I think I'd already done
to relate it back to any of this, really.
No.
Yeah, but it's just been that kind of episode. This was kind of thrown
We
together.
don't care.
But I was. It's funny that you say that because I do think that a lot of these companies, maybe because of the nature of the business, they have to, again, yeah, they're Disney, they're Sony, they have to and
keep their stockbrokers
Warner Brothers
happy.
Yes, they have to release
stockholders.
Yeah, but I know what you meant. But yeah, to keep that market working, you have to announce things a year in advance and say, hey, these are what you're investing in.
I wish our society was based off of artistics,
right?
Aesthetics.
I wish we didn't
instead of money.
I wish we didn't have
I'd be a rich motherfucker, man.
Make art commodity. Like
you know what else? Is also on the flip side of that is the chick who's making $50,000 a week, selling her farts in jars.
Amaranth.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Hey, she saw a market. How? That's the real. My question is, how long can you seal a fart? Really?
I don't think it matters. After you get the money, it's like, I don't care how long that lasts later.
Because I feel like when you do get that fart, buddy, that is some real stank. Because that's fermented in the jar. That stink has got nowhere to go.
How does fart work? Does it ferment or does it dissipate?
If there are and there's not, but if there were doctors that listen to this show, reach out. We'd love to have you on to talk about what are fart.
What are fart?
That's what you said. What are fart?
No, I said, how do farts work?
Oh, I thought
but that's perfect, though, because, like, what are farts?
What are fart?
What are they? What do they do?
You know what? Fuck it. I was having fun with this creative process.
Yeah. Did you know that they pay people to watch you shit? When you
what are you not this? I wanted to talk
talking about farts. Oh,
I wanted to get off topic, off panel. God.
No, but when you have gastrointestinal issues, there's they have special toilets with cameras in the bottom, and people will actually watch the process of you pooping.
Why?
So that they can see any
but who's
irregularities.
Who goes to fucking? Who decides to be a shit doctor? Like, who decides to look at poop all day?
I don't know, but I had to do it.
You had to look at poop all day?
No, I had to poop in one of those cameras. And I was just like, I'm real sorry about this.
But I wanted to talk about what we
I hope it looks okay.
What we were talking about with releasing things too early and all that. I want to go back to that conversation because funny enough, in my own personal life, I was thinking about it outside of this, just in general, like I was saying. Because, and it was because of the death of the friendship joke of releasing this single that's 2 songs, and I made it seem like it's this super emotional song, and it's really, it's just us just dicking around. And usually when we do that, when we have a little jam session, we're just having fun, we don't save it or post it anywhere. But I was like, I think this is okay enough to post in a sense of like, I think it's funny, and I enjoy it, and you like it. You think it's funny, but you're like, I don't think anybody else will like it. And my response, you said nobody would like it but us, right? And it's true. I don't think anybody likes it but us. But you know what? I don't care.
Well, see, no, when you think about it, it's kind of tit for tat because, I mean, you were saying the same thing about the Beatles sketch, which is valid. Very valid argument about that, which is nobody's going to find that funny but us. But you let that slide. So I felt it was only proper for me to go, I'll give you this one. But next time,
but like I was talking about,
we're gonna ferment a little bit. God damn it!
But back to what I was talking about that too, where it is a creative process. Look, I've come to the point, and I'm not even 30, and I've already.
You're not?
I'm 28, man.
You're so mature for your age.
Thanks. That. Unironically, people have said that to me, but because when all the other kids
they haven't hung out with you though. They're people you work with.
No,
right?
it degraded with partying. After I started partying, then I stopped being so smart for my age. No, but for me, I understand where you're coming from because it's not like I don't have moments of embarrassment or shame or moments of if somebody thinks this podcast sucks or thinks my music sucks or whatever. Yeah, that's unfortunate that someone doesn't like it, but look, there are billions of people on this planet, and there's only one me. And you know what? I don't have a problem hanging out with me. I love me some me. So if you don't like it, that's fine. I like it.
Hey, you know what else?
And that's all I care about.
You know what else too? Our content doesn't inspire people to go shoot up a Washington, D.C. pizzeria. So
there you go. There you go.
You know.
Right there. Tyler, we talked about we barely talked about the Joker scene. We barely taled about Morbius. What
do you want to barely talk about next?
Yeah. To be honest, that this whole conversation, the reason I went down this road is because that is more fascinating than that fucking movie. I'm sorry. I just don't care.
Yeah.
And maybe if they didn't have fucking Jared Leto, I would care a little bit more.
Let's talk about the...
and it's not even his fault, by the
way. A week from yesterday, the Moon Knight series is going to start.
Yes. Oh, funny. Can I...
Yes.
Jump on before we get into that?
Yeah, I had no... there's no directions here.
You said it's a special episode.
We were stopped at a stop sign, and you thought we were cruising along at 60, and I'm like, no. We can do whatever we want.
It's Autobahn.
Like, I'm sitting here at a stop sign.
All of a sudden, we're in Germany, and it's an Autobahn.
You're like, hey, can you slow down and take a right? And I'm like, we're actually stopped. We can just take a right.
Oh, cool. I was going to talk about Halo, because the first episode came out, but as I mentioned...
But somebody doesn't do their job.
As I mentioned earlier, I, again, couldn't log in and watch it, so I don't remember... I've looked at the reactions, and it's a little bit what I've worried, and I'm still going to watch it and give you guys a review.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's some people being like, who is this for? But it looks great, a lot of action.
We already told you what happened last week when they were like, well, we didn't really look at the actual...
Look at the games.
We didn't actually look at the source material that we were referencing at all.
Well, I still have hope because it could get better this season, and they've already greenlit a second season, so they could really turn it around the next season if they fuck this one up. So there's that.
I really hope, and I hope not, because that would be bad for the fans, okay?
No, it would be... No, I'm joking. In hindsight, that would suck.
But because, fuck you, the hubris of this guy, was it a guy or a girl? Whatever. The guy who made it or whatever. Let me just say this.
I think it was a guy.
If you've ever been in a classroom and some kid has to do his book report who clearly didn't read the book, It's a fucking it's a nightmare. Okay, it's bad. It's a crash on the road, man. It's fucking street pizza, man.
I'm still willing to watch
you
it.
You can't help but look away. And what you basically told me in that interview was, well, okay, so wait a second. Let me see if this works for you guys. So the Halo is a big halo.
Well, it is.
And there's guys in armor.
Okay.
And they shoot each other.
Yes, that's like the basics. I mean, that's the really reductive look at it. Is that all you have?
And then somebody wears a halo.
No, they don't wear those.
Give that halo to other people.
Is it? Oh my God! You know what this is? The dude, the showrunner is you trying to figure out what Halo is.
Yes, I was doing an impression of that fucking guy doing a book report on Halo without reading the fucking book.
You know what? You know what we should. That inspired.
Did you like that?
That inspired me. We should do videos when we come back of like you trying to explain the first Halo or
yes,
who never played it, and I'll give you like.
Dude, that would be great. We could do all of those video games. We could do Uncharted.
Yeah, again, no. That would be the funny thing is I would just be like, no,
because I don't play them.
Because then I could quiz you and be like, I let you go, I give you like an idea, and then you go, and then we could go back and forth. There you go, Halo. You just inspired a new segment.
Yes.
There you go.
So then there's other Halos that fight each other.
The funny thing is, you were going pretty well because it is. There's the whole reason it's called Halo is because of fucking Halo.
Well, because I'm a pop culture nerd, I do know some things about like The Last of Us and Uncharted, and like I know some things about BioShock.
Yes.
I just don't play them.
Yeah.
I know more about Fortnite than anything because the kids played it relentlessly.
Oh yeah, man.
That
game's insane. How? Because I remember playing it when it was a new thing in 2017. So that game has been consistently just making hand over like
oh my god,
an insane amount of money.
Oh my god, and once they started getting
for
tie-ins,
5 years or 6 years.
Once they started getting tie-ins and like
with Spider-Man,
with Avengers.
And Batman and Superman,
fucking
like all
forget
these,
it, dude. Yeah,
no, dude, it's literally a toy box where you just threw all your action figures in it.
I
and
know,
we're like,
and fucking, I love it because here's the thing, I can't play it because I have no fucking clue how it works,
dude. I played it,
but I loved watching the kids show me all the different iterations because like each suit has like 17 different versions.
Yeah. Well, and that's
insane.
Well, that's the funny thing too is you say that because I the little bit that I played it was when it came out in 2017. Like when
we talked about wrestling
because it was free.
Yeah.
And it took the world by storm. I never bought a skin or anything for it, but I get it. I get
when we first talked about the wrestling game, you were talking about how you and I are very much into the whole like what is it?
The customization.
Customization. You and I are both into that. And you were saying like I didn't really wrestle that much. I just spent a lot of time customizing new guys, and I'm like, so would I, because it's fun. Like, ooh, what's that? Like, oh, cool.
Which it's funny that we talk about Halo because the new Halo.
There's so many iterations of shit on that thing.
Halo Infinite. There's a ton of customization in your multiplayer characters and I do like that, and stuff like that.
A vast array of colors for everything on that game.
But I really think it would be fun to kind of get you I think it'd be.
That could be a really funny segment.
But they'd have to be games that I played and games that I knew because I don't want to do games that I don't fucking know.
Here's what we should do. We should somehow, if we can watch, like, if you can play the game, and I'll watch it. Okay, we ignore like cutscenes and whatnot. And I just try and tell you what you're doing. Like while you're playing Uncharted. Like, okay, right now you're trying to find the monkey. And you're like, what monkey? And I'm like, I don't know, but there's a monkey here, isn't there? And you're like, no, there's no monkey. Like, okay, well, what's that? It's a box. Okay, what do you do with the box?
Oh, God, I might lose my mind. What's that?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm saying like I would say I would tell you what you're doing. I would.
You know what? I think I'm gonna make it a goal to actually.
I would be the color commentator on your video games.
I'm gonna broaden your fucking horizons. That's what I'm gonna. I'm gonna make you
know about these.
You're
games.
gonna play a game.
I can just Wikipedia it for that shit.
No, actually play it.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, God forbid.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you're gonna fall in love and you're gonna get addicted. I'm
gonna get dicked.
If John Carpenter could be 1,000 years old and play video games, you can play them too.
No.
God damn it.
I already play video games. I have 2 video games on
No,
my
those
phone.
don't fucking count.
Yes, they
Mobile
what?
games are not video games.
Oh,
and it's
piss off.
insulting that
Piss
you would
off.
compare them.
Piss off.
What do you fucking...
I don't know, but I like saying piss off. I don't really mean
Tyler,
piss
I think
off,
it's
Jake.
that time of day and time of night and time of any time.
Time of heart.
To
Time of
talk
lung.
about that thing over there. It's
Time
it's
of
kind of
tree.
kind of long. It's Tyler's.
Yeah. The hell
What
happened
are we
there?
talking about this week?
Oh, let's talk.
Remember, top of the show. This is the last regular. This is before we flip the format on it.
That's right.
here we go.
So, again, we're not telling you what we're going to do because we kind of haven't decided. But I'm going to talk about something. We always intended Longbox to be about whatever the fuck I want to talk about.
Mhm.
Originally, it was comic books, but it's comic book related shit. And one thing that I've been doing, 2 things that I watched recently that I haven't seen since almost the first time I saw them, definitely both of them, was The Suicide Squad on HBO Max. And Daredevil. All the Netflix shows are now on Disney Plus. Make sure you log in and set up your little pin or whatever so you can watch all these shows. Now, I forgot how good Daredevil was.
It's fucking great.
It is amazing. The hallway fight scene. Oh, dude. When he's like just so tired and he's just willing himself to like, okay, flip over this door and kick that guy's ass.
I said this a million times. The reason I love this Netflix Daredevil or whatever you want, this Daredevil, is how much he gets his ass kicked.
Dude, and the fucking scene where he takes the Russian's head off with the car door is far more brutal than I remembered.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's bad.
And both these movies, I just want to say, like, I really hope, what I'm going to try and do is make my way through, because I watched season 1 intently. Season 2, I kind of half paid attention to, because by then I was in Luke Cage and Jessica Jones too. But I did watch all of season 2. I don't think I watched one episode of season 3. So I'm really excited to get through the first 3 seasons. And I hope they change just the necessary things to make it fit in the MCU and continue the storyline. Because Deborah Ann Woll wants to come back. Charlie Cox is on board. You know that one dude, Evan, or whatever.
Yeah, he's Foggy, yeah.
Yeah, he'll come back. D'Onofrio's back.
I think you're going to be a lot fonder of season 2 when you rewatch it. Because season 2, I'm not trying to say it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I just think that season 1 was like almost perfection.
I'm not season. Yeah, season. And
it's hard to top that.
I loved season 2. I had no problem with it. The reason why, again, I was also watching like 2 other shows, so I wasn't as engrossed as it. You know, when I first got a Roku stick, back in the fucking day, man, I seriously bought that shit. My mom had just got Wi-Fi, so I'm like, cool, now I can stream. I went and got a Roku stick and fucking set up a Netflix account just so I could watch Daredevil. And by then, Daredevil season 2 was already out, and I think Jessica Jones season 1 was already out, and Luke Cage was about to come out. But I remember just watching that first episode of Daredevil, and, you know, I was just so, just fucking like, oh my God, this is the most. I think I watched like 10 episodes in the first sitting.
Yeah. I will tell you this.
And I like that they released all the seasons at once.
I do too, but I don't like 13 episodes. I
Yeah.
wish. I feel like
A lot of filler. That's been one of the.
We do have the hindsight of now these HBO Max, Disney Plus. They're starting to figure out they're like 7, 8, 9 episodes. That's
or how about you just give the showrunners however many shows they need?
I get that, but I think that if you should be able to tell a story in 8 hours. You don't think you can? You know?
No, I'm saying like, yeah. I mean, generally, you know, it probably wouldn't be more than 9 or 10.
As much as I think season 1 is a damn near perfection,
there's still filler.
There's filler episodes,
Yes,
and you don't have that with Peacemaker. You don't have that with shorter, more condensed seasons. So
you don't have that with, hate to say it, like Loki. Those shows.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Episode 3 of Loki felt like filler.
Which one was that?
The one where they're on the purple. It's all the purple tinged planet where they're stuck and they can't get back. I don't even remember.
Oh, Yeah, I
name
know what
of
you're
it.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had to
I
steal
gotta
that
watch
person's
again.
clothes, and
I
that
need
was,
to watch that again.
the whole episode was pretty much to say like, look, Loki fucks everybody. He's bisexual. And it's like, okay, who cares? The motherfucker turned into a horse and was fucked by a horse.
Listen,
I don't
if
care.
girl Loki showed up at my door and was like, "Hey, let's go get down and dirty," I'd be like, "Yes, let's do that." Oh wait, you're saying if girl Tyler showed up at my door, would I go, "Yeah"? I don't know. What do you think?
I'm disappointed
Why?
because I haven't used the soundboard all day,
Fucking shit.
and all I can say to that is
What?
and then follow it up with
What? And then followed up with what? Nice. So final segment of the night.
But you were talking about that too, about how both these companies are making great content and just enjoy it.
Yes. There's no reason to be against one or the other. I think James Gunn has had the best of both worlds in that Feige, I think, was like, okay, you probably have the loosest framework of any other Marvel director, any other MCU director. You have do your thing with this thing. And it was so successful that they were like, do the second one. And he even came into, do, consultants on the end game and whatnot and all that shit. And then Suicide Squad.
Stop.
Look.
You're on.
What's going on? Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay. So Star Wars.
You didn't finish your thought on Suicide Squad.
It was good too.
Okay.
Well, the Suicide Squad,
Oh, I get it.
it's a little bit.
My dog.
We talked about this on the off the
Sorry.
air, and
I had to
don't
take my dog out.
I don't want to say after Peacemaker. I don't really want to say that some stuff in Suicide Squad is not perfect because it's not, and we knew that. But watching it again after having not seen it since and having seen the entire Peacemaker show, there are some parts where I'm just like, oh, that's a little too cute, and I hate that. So that's why I stopped watching it. I didn't watch the whole thing. So Star Wars. Or wait, are we done? We can talk about.
I want to wrap up talking about this book I started reading. Comic book. So I've talked about it on the show before. I am a sucker for when you can see comic book crossovers, because a lot of the time they're crossovers that on paper don't really necessarily make sense, but then sometimes they perfectly make sense. And I've talked about this before, about there's just things you could do in comics that you can't do in a movie. And that's, again, when I fell into Transformers versus Terminator, which is funny also because I had this big stand on and this is why I'm such a hypocrite, big stand on the show bitching about Comixology Unlimited. And Amazon finally fixed the app, and it actually functions like it should have in the first fucking place. And I just love it when companies make us beta testers like that. All these resources, and they can't fucking.
We don't want to spend the money, so we'll just fuck you guys over.
They don't want to pay fucking beta testers, even though they have the money to do that, and then they just give us the crap, and then yeah. So yeah, I still had my Comixology Unlimited account. I legitimately was thinking about deleting it, but then I just never got around to it. And then I saw Transformers versus Terminator was on Comixology Unlimited, and I was like, fuck. So I downloaded it. It's only 4 issues. I read the first issue last night before I went to bed. And
tell us about the cover.
Oh, I've mentioned the cover on the show before, but yeah, it's like a hard red on black, and it's like the helmet of Optimus Prime, and parts of it are ripped off, and it's a Terminator skin, or the T-800 skull or whatever. And it's a fucking dope cover. There's another one where it's the half of it is the Autobots logo, and the other half is a skull with the red dot in it for the eye. But this is an interesting story. So I read the first issue, and I'll tell you this, it's stupid. You have to go in accepting that this is a dumb plot, and this is a silly story.
Yeah.
It's an action movie. It's 2 action movies smashing together.
Yeah. And
the art is interesting because the art is not clearly they're going for the movie characters, but like Sarah Connor doesn't look like Linda Hamilton. And that's fine. I'm not
Sarah
saying.
Connor's in it.
Yeah. Oh, so okay. I'll break down the first.
Yeah, please do.
I really don't want you to read it, and I want to kind of just finish it and explain it to you because you're gonna probably be like, "What?" And this is why I got on Comixology and didn't pay for it. I mean, technically I did, but anyway. So yeah, what happens is the story starts in the future, and it looks like Judgment Day. And I'm assuming again, this isn't. He doesn't look like Arnold, but at one they reference that he has a German accent, so I guess they're going for Arnold here. But he's talking about how the future, how it's shitty, and he has to go back. So pretty much the idea of Terminator, but instead of John Connor going back, it's just a Terminator going back because he goes to Skynet, and he gets stopped, and he's doing all stealthy and shit. And he gets stopped by a T-800, and it says identify, and then he looks, kind of smirks at it, and then gives off a code. It's a binary code. He says his name is 10010, whatever. And then the T-800 responds is okay, clear, you're clear. Bio, what did he say? He said something like bio.
Luminescence.
No, flesh. He said something to the effect of okay, this is a Terminator, pretty much. And then he says, "Can you switch to English? I'm still learning. I'm not very good at the code. I'm still learning how to speak."
Yeah.
So then the T-800 starts talking to him in English, and they have a conversation. And essentially, what this story is saying is the Terminators are the good guys.
Yeah.
Because in this timeline, the Transformers land, and they bring about Judgment Day, and Skynet is the resistance against the Decepticons. Is what they're essentially setting up, which I think is interesting. They've no other comic books, or other Terminator stuff has Skynet been the good guy. So that's kind of interesting. Mm. And so yeah, the whole plot is instead of Kyle Reese going back, or John Connor, it's the Terminator going back, and it's actually kind of fun. In a sense that it literally lands in 1984 LA, and I'm like, we're doing the fucking first Terminator movie in the first issue. So he lands, we find Sarah Connor, she's doing her diner job, some dude's being a dickhead to her, tries to walk out on his tab.
And he kills him.
Because she spilled coffee on him, and he's
Fuck
like,
you.
Coffee was cold anyway, it's how shitty your service is. And he goes to swing at Sarah Connor. Terminator walks up, catches it, breaks his hand, and he goes, "I need your clothes." Doesn't say motorcycle, but he's like, "I need your clothes," or whatever. And he does that, and then he goes to get into the semi that the guy was in, looks back at Sarah Connor, says, "You can help me navigate to where I need to go," because he's trying to go to...
Come with me if you want to live.
He says that. He fucking says that.
No, he doesn't.
And it's so funny, because his whole thing is he needs to go to Mount St. Hilary, the volcano in LA, to stop it from erupting, because when it erupts, the reason it erupts is because that's where the Transformers land.
Oh my god.
He being legit. But anyway, he brings her with him to get him there, and along the way, when they get closer to the volcano, they're already too late. The Transformers have already landed. And so on the way there, she's talking to him about, she's trying to get out of the situation because she's freaking out because obviously it's this robot. And at one point, this this satellite thing scans him and then shoots a missile at him. And it hits the semi and it takes off a piece of his face, the T-800's face. So this is it's now revealed to her that he's a Terminator, and she's like, "Whoa, fuck! What is going on?" Which I can imagine. Imagine going to work and then this big dude.
Imagine going to work.
This naked guy just shows up, which very cleverly shadowed out of where his penis would be in this comic, which makes me laugh. But do Terminators have dicks? That's the question. If they're
the fact that they refuse to show their crotch on screen makes me believe they have to.
Hey, I saw Robert Patrick's balls in the first movie.
Really?
Which
part? I'm gonna go pause that.
when he
oh, look at them smooth balls.
Anyway, long story short, they go to Mount St. Helens or Mount St. Hilary.
Come on, Jesus.
And when they get there, this is where I think the story's funny. So he does say, "Come with me if you want to live," because he's like, "I have to save the world, and the only way I could do it is stop the fucking Transformers." So they already land. He goes, "Fine, and then we need to do objective 2." And then she goes, "What's objective 2?" And he goes, "Kill all the Cybertronians," what they call them. So kill all the Transformers, pretty much. And that's the end of the first issue. But when he gets up to the situation, it does a funny thing by playing on the tropes of Terminator, where she goes, "What do we do?" And he goes, "You served your purpose. You can go away.
You can go fuck off.
I gotta go kill these." So I was like, oh, okay. So this story is saying, like, fuck Sarah Connor, fuck the John Connor stuff. It's strictly just going to be like these T-800s have sentience and they're trying to stop. Because they're like, hey, no, we were supposed to do. I think what is going to be revealed at the end of this series, this little 4-issue mini series, it's going to be revealed that, like, the Terminators were pissed because they're like, hey, we were supposed to enslave mankind, not you guys. You interrupted this. This was our plan.
Really?
I'm imagining that's what it's going to be at the end of this. And in reality, Terminators aren't the good guys.
Who made what comic company? Is it IDW?
IDW.
Yeah.
I fucking love IDW crossovers.
Yeah.
I want to do. There's another one that's still in my library. I might make this a thing where I do like crossover reviews. But
Ooh.
There's another Green Lantern Jesus Christ.
Can you talk, bro? Do you even masticate?
I turned into fucking Tasmanian devil. It was Green Lantern, Planet of the Apes.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It should be interesting.
Sounds cool though.
Could be. I want to read Batman Elmer Fudd. Can't believe that's a real thing. All right, Tyler. I think puts a nice little bow on it.
You know what I want to read?
What?
Strawberry Shortcake Carnage.
What?
That's what I want to see the crossover.
Oh, it's not connected.
Motherfucker.
Oh, Stan Lee, where are ye? Which button is it? It's on. Oh. It's just not connected. Tyler, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You living your best life?
Live and die in L.A.
You're gonna die in L.A.?
No, it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie.
What is going on?
My phone does that too. When I connect to my Bluetooth speaker, it'll start playing
the last thing.
Yeah.
What? And that's it.